We live in a period of staggering material success, defined by automated supply chains and high-speed global connectivity. Yet, beneath this surface of progress, humanity is reporting peak levels of psychological distress, while our environmental systems show active fractures. We have mastered our external surroundings while losing the map to our own internal equilibrium. This creates a profound gap, a state where we have everything we need to survive, but no clear framework for how to live. Solving this crisis might not come from the next technological breakthrough. It may require returning to the world's oldest continuous system for human existence. Sanatana Dharma, the eternal way, functions as an open-source blueprint for harmonizing the individual with the broader physics of the cosmos. Realignment with this universal order is treated as a science, one mapped out thousands of years ago to address the same psychological and ecological instabilities we face today. This framework is built on a timeline that extends far beyond the boundaries of standard historical textbooks. We see its age in the stars. Ancient records like the Taittiriya Samhita describe specific celestial events, such as the star cluster Kritika appearing at the winter solstice. By projecting these celestial coordinates backward, researchers can date this observation to approximately 28,000 BCE. Physical archaeology supports this longevity. The ruins of Mohenjo-Daro contain sprawling brick foundations that housed a civilization already practicing these principles by 2200 BC, as evidenced by the discovery of early iconographic seals. Across the following millennia, these laws of universal balance were carved directly into mountainsides. These massive rock reliefs functioned as permanent, enduring records of the science of existence. This is not a recent philosophical invention. It is a multi-millennial system that has been rigorously tested and preserved across vast stretches of time. To understand how it works, we have to look at the individual mind, or the Atman, treating ancient practices as sophisticated psychological tools. Modern multidisciplinary research is now verifying these tools. A study published in the IJRDO journal used clinical evidence to measure how these traditional principles impact modern well-being. The regression analysis revealed a direct correlation. Regular participation in these ethical and meditative routines produced significantly higher levels of emotional stability, psychological clarity, and inner tranquility among the participants. These effects are driven by neurophysiology. Focused yogic breathing and mindfulness clear neural pathways and balance the autonomic nervous system, moving the body from a state of stress to one of biological coherence. What the ancients described as the search for Atman, modern science now identifies as a clinically effective method for surviving a high-pressure world. The system then expands from the individual mind out to the physical environment, using the concept of the Pancha Mahabhuta, the 5 great elements. This philosophy holds that the human form and the external universe are built from the same elemental blocks: earth, water, fire, air, and space. In this framework, harming the environment is equivalent to harming oneself. This connection produces tangible results in the current climate crisis. Sustainability data from the IJRDO study examined how these values translate into real-world behavior. Adhering to these principles proved to be a statistically significant predictor of pro-environmental behavior. In fact, these value-oriented worldviews were found to be more effective at driving ecological responsibility than policy-based or fear-based strategies. Achieving a connection with the ultimate reality, Brahman, translates into the practical act of living in a measurable state of equilibrium with the planet. Sanatana Dharma functions as a universal code for human flourishing that remains effective regardless of culture or geography. This ancient blueprint maintains a massive modern footprint. Today, nearly 1 billion people across the globe continue to integrate these principles into their modern lives. When personal actions, or karma, align with the natural cosmic order of Dharma, the root causes of both individual distress and ecological instability begin to resolve. The archaeological records and modern clinical data suggest the same conclusion. To find peace in a chaotic world, we don't need to escape society. We simply need to align ourselves with the eternal frequency that has governed the universe for 30,000 years.